Hello everybody and welcome to Omnipoke, the channel that brings you guys everything Pokemon. I'm Jack and today we're going to be taking a look at Single Strike, obviously a deck that's been around for well over a year now. I'm sure most people are pretty familiar with it. This is the Urshifu and Umbreon build as opposed to the Gengar build that's been gaining popularity lately. Obviously they have slightly different matchups. I still personally prefer this build over the Gengar build. I can see the benefits of Gengar, but it feels a little bit less consistent in some areas. I also really like the typing of this deck. Urshifu obviously being a fighting type, meaning that it hits all of the new Arceus, but also, again, with that popularity of Gengar, means you're hitting them for weakness, which is great. Single Strike Urshifu VMAX also has the GMAX 1 blow, which in combination with a couple of Single Strike Energy and the one of Choice Belt we're playing, can actually one-shot a belted, what is it? It's a big charmed Duraludon VMAX, which not many decks can do right now, so that can be a nice little combo you've got there. But yeah, again, just being a bit of a beat stick, trying to take as many prizes as possible and tank hits in basically everything other than the Mew matchup. For that Mew matchup, obviously, and other matchups, but primarily for the Mew matchup, we have Umbreon as an attacker. Also, we have the Dark Signal ability, though, which is useful in every single matchup, pretty much, being able to gust up one of your opponent's Pokemon, which is really strong. Max Darkness naturally does enough damage to one-shot a Mew, but if they're playing Oricorio, you need an extra buff, so again, Single Strike Energy helps you do that. You can even one-shot them with Moonlight Blade, though, and a lot of the time that's actually the line of play you'll go down, because this is obviously only a 2-prizer, meaning that you can trade into their 3-prizer really nicely. So yeah, Umbreon is a really strong attacker in that matchup. Honestly, it's a pretty strong attacker in other matchups as well, but yeah, Dark Signal is one of the biggest selling points about this card. That's all obviously taped together with the Houndoom engine. Houndoom, with the Single Strike Raw ability, lets you attach a Single Strike Energy to one of your Pokemon from your deck and then put a couple of damage counters on them. So that's how we're accelerating our energy. And we have a spicy little Morpeko here, the little Angry Bean, which is also in the deck that really synergizes with the Houndoom well. Explosive Discontent doing 30 times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon, meaning that if you Single Strike Energy to it once, you're doing 80. Twice, 160, and that is obviously enough to one-shot a Mew from basically nothing with a 1-prizer, which is really strong. If they play Oricorio, you have Choice Belt, you can just attach for turn an extra Single Strike Energy and trade it really nicely. So yeah, a very, very nice addition, as well as just a 1-prizer to help out in some of the other 1-prize matchups right now. The biggest gain for the deck was actually Ultra Ball, meaning that we have Crobat Vs that are way more live nowadays, which is really, really strong. Obviously, being able to Dark Asset to build your hand back up after you've spent it on Ball Search, trying to get Houndours out in the early turns, really, really works quite well with the Ultra Balls. Another big card is that Choice Belt, like I mentioned. We're only playing it as a one-off at the moment, but the maths for trying to GMAX 1 blow into a a Big Charm Duraludon seems to be very relevant right now. Obviously, Duraludon has been one of the biggest successes of the first couple of tournaments, so we are indeed respecting that matchup with the Choice Belt, along with it just helping out some numbers here and there in combination with Single Strike Energy to really try and apply some early pressure and reach some other funkier numbers, which is cool. Other than that, the list is pretty standard. We've got the 4 Urn. Obviously, in some of our early testing, we were playing 3 Urns, and we were absolutely lynched for it by the community. It was never a card we wanted to cut, so we were more than happy to be putting 4 Urn back in, but obviously it does make things a little bit tighter. Only playing the 2 Stadium, this is basically the card that we had to cut to make space for the Choice Belt. Admittedly, there's not a huge amount of stadiums you're too worried about, but obviously this is a great consistency stadium, so it's never nice only playing 2, but unfortunately you just have to make some room somewhere. We toyed around with one less boss, toyed around with one less Evo Incense, but I think Tower is the least worst card to cut, which was a nice way of it being described on stream. It's the least worst card to cut. All of the cards that you want to cut feel pretty bad, but Tower's the least worst of them all. Complementing that, just obviously 4 Marnie, 4 Research, the full suite of Quick Balls and stuff. You can still play the Battle VIP Pass engine if you want, but I'm not as much of a fan because you don't have great ways of getting rid of them in the late game. You only have the Ball Search and the Research, which can't you want to be spending as much of the Ball Search early game to get into the game, Admittedly, you need to do that less with Battle VIP Pass, but yeah, it can make it a bit awkward, and you sort of end up with these VIP passes clogging the hand, which can be a bit awkward. But yeah, still maybe worth a try. The other really interesting card that was briefly mentioned is a Hitmonchan. Single Strike Hitmonchan with the clean hit. This is a really nice one for the Weezing matchups that are going around right now. 20 plus 50 is enough to one-shot a Weezing since they have weakness. So obviously that's a nice way of being able to just attach, find a 1-energy attack. So you don't, obviously you can't Houndoom, so you can still just power this up on one turn and take a prize on a Weezing, which is really nice. Admittedly, you still have to find it and get into it in the early game, which is a bit annoying, but it can be a nice one if you're struggling with that matchup. But yeah, pretty simple list. We're going to jump into some games right now. In the meantime, make sure you check out the Potown store where you can get PTC Geo codes, PTC Live codes as well, and you can get them with a 5% discount on your order using code Omnipoke. Make sure you check them out. Obviously, they have brilliant style stuff right now for you to be grabbing, ready for PTCG Live, and the lack of the return of IRL tournaments soon is very exciting. So to be able to get lots of testing done is great news. So yeah, that's the deck. We're going to jump into a couple of games. Looks like we might be up against a Mew in the first instance here. Obviously, this matchup can be a bit ropey. It's not as clean as you maybe want it to be. Very much depends on how many one prizes you can get down in the early turn so that they can't sort of Meloetta rope into your 2 prizes. But starting a Houndour is good here, and already having an Ultra Ball and a Crobat means that we should be able to at least get a second Houndour out, which is good. Let's see if we are up against a Mew here. Where is my drink whilst we're here? Whoops. Knocked the camera right there. The bait, we're actually against Suicune. Suicune Inteleon, or Suicune Ludicolo, can actually be a bit of an awkward matchup because obviously they have a lot of 2 prizes, which is great, but also they can reach into range with the Suicune, with a Ludicolo, which is awkward. Also playing the Capes, which again makes these a little bit harder to KO. You can sometimes trade into them with Urshifu Vs, but that's not really going to be possible now, so probably going to have to VMAX here, which could be a bit awkward. Drawing 2 Houndooms also is not ideal. Because we have research off the back of this, I actually think I'm going to get an Urshifu here. And attach this Choice Belt to it, because it might mean that we can push through the first one with a baby Urshifu, and then VMAX one blow some other stuff later. So yeah, I'm going to go for this, and it's going to mean we can get Crobat value as well. Obviously, the more Houndooms we draw, kind of more awkward it gets. But I think I really want an energy attachment this turn. Energy attachment is great. We even got the Marnie if we want it. We got the Switch if we want it. We're playing the 1 basic fighting, so we actually could laser focus here. But we need 3 single strike energy to be able to one-shot this Suicune. So I don't really think it's worth it. I still think I want to switch this turn though, because we only run 2 switching outs. And realistically, I think you only want to get like 2 Houndours out. That would leave 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'd mean he still couldn't KO us, but we would get KO'd with single strike energy. Trying to work out whether I'm Marnie or not. I think I am Marnieing this turn. So you have 1 single strike energy prized. I think this is my second deck search, so I definitely should have deck searched in the first instance. 1 single strike prized. You can also play. What am I thinking? What's the card called? You can also play... What is the card called? Okay, we got the Houndooms. No, Houndours. I'm going to go bench 1. Kind of awkward, especially as we also drew this, but yeah. You can also play around with the Pokemon count in this deck and play Ordinary Rod and stuff, and maybe even go up to a second Fighting Energy. That's definitely plausible as well, but again, I'm not as much of a fan as that as just playing the raw or playing the actual Pokemon. Quick Ball. This might tell us whether we're looking at a Ludicolo list or not. Oh, we're looking at an Ice Rider list. Okay. Ice Rider doesn't make things too much better. But at least that's a 3-prizer for us to take some extra prizes off. Okay. We hit a research. It's kind of unfortunate given that we drew both of our Urshifu VMAXs. Probably means we are going to have to one blow twice. But fine, we can do that. If we're having to one blow twice, do I ever have to put this other dog down? I probably can't put the dog down because I might need to Umbreon, or I might need to just get another Urshi down. So if we lose a dog, we lose a lot of tempo because we're down to two Houndooms. After we one blow, we actually can't rebuild. So I actually think I do have to put this Houndour down. And then we do the play. Spicy, my hand is pretty rough here. So I need to find switch out plus I need to find switch out basically. I have access to 2 Houndooms, which is all I need to KO this Suicune. So I don't know what just happened to my OBS. So I will do that right now. Oh, it's because we raided someone. It looks like Joe's streaming right now. So we're going to do all of this now because it means that we can not draw into these cards and try and draw towards our 1 Air Balloon. We have to basically discard. We can't discard both of these. We probably have to. Well, we probably can't keep both of these either way. We're probably going to need this energy next turn. So we kind of have to do this. Forgo one of these. So we have 3 switch outs. Forgo one of these urns. We were fortunate enough to get the switch out. I probably should have... well, it was weird. I maybe should have done the active because I don't want to lose a Houndoom. But now that Air Balloon on Houndour is a bit weak. Meh. Beatdown would do 190 at the moment, which just isn't enough. I'm on 290, so I'm out of range of a Calyrex. So I wonder whether I actually just poke and try and find boss next turn. I think I set this up. I don't think I'm sitting on a hand I can really ever push for Gmax 1 blow again next turn. So I think I just poke this, keep the energy around. Would need Evolve Belt, attach Leon to KO me, or attach Ziggy to KO me. Of course, the other thing is, like, if I G-Max one blow and get rid of the Suicune, and then he can just do 280 to me, and I can't ever attack again because I'm 10 away from getting KO'd. So this way I get to kind of double dip. He's spreading the energy, which means he's probably not attacking this turn, which I think is a good thing. Boss. Unfortunately, we have a lot of energy prize. Not a lot of energy prize, but we have our last single strike energy prize, which means we can't attach retreat to this. Which means we have to do this and try and find switch out. We found the boss, but not the switch out. That really sucks. Pretty sure we don't have the energy. I could be wrong, but no, we don't have the energy. Yeah. So this is just going to be a pass from us. I think we attach the capture in case we draw another capture next turn. I want to hold the boss because I want to be able to have these two prizes. This is the only thing I'm super threatened by coming up soon, I think. So I want to hold the boss for now. I don't mind attaching to this Houndoom, really. Even though, obviously, we're using energy and a Houndoom if it goes down, because I still think we're... I don't think we're going to get much value out of that energy. Maybe we would have. I don't know, it's a weird one. There's 3 prizes, which is good. As you can see, this is kind of the issue with single strike a little bit. It can sometimes have these funky hands, shall we say. There's the Drizzile. What's the best card for him here? Might just be a supporter card. Probably not Marnie, probably Research. Might have to be Melanie. Is there any water in the discard for him? Yeah. Okay, he's Drizzile bouncing, that makes sense. Maybe Melanie, maybe just Research. Melanie guarantees an attachment but doesn't guarantee a switch. Research doesn't guarantee anything but can hit attachment plus switch. Boss would probably be... Boss isn't that scary because he can't one-shot without Ziggy, and he can't really do that from such a low hand size unless he's holding, like, Crobat as well. Going for the Marnie, that's kind of fine. We lose the boss, which is awkward considering we only play 2 boss. But we don't currently have energy in hand, so we can potentially find energy. We did find energy. We didn't find boss. Urn is annoying because it could be another Urn going in the bin to try and find... to draw 2 cards from Tower. But we could just quick ball away our top deck, assuming it's not important. And... okay, no attack again is good. Air Balloon is a funny one. Air Balloon's a real funny one. I think we have to get rid of the Marnie. It's so annoying, but I think we have to. I think we need all 3 cards. I think we need the Urn. If we've already discarded an Urn, so if we're one-blowing a turn, we still need an Urn. I think we need the energy for that reason, because if we're one-blowing, we still need more energy cards. And because of that, we need the Balloon. So I think it has to be the Marnie, even though that's our only draw supporter here. I'm going to get rid of Umbreon over Urshifu, because I think the other cards are potentially more useful. Didn't get Boss. Not at threat of KO at the moment, though. At present. So let's just go for another beatdown and take 2 prizes, I guess. It's an awkward one, as if our opponent is able to do 290 to us. I think we're going to be in a really tough spot, because basically we're not going to be able to take these 3 prizes here. There's a confident promote as well. But we have a couple of 2 prizes and 1 prizes to poke, perhaps. This Crobat could be the downfall of us. Evo Incense. There's the Shady Dealings. This could definitely get them Energy Band Leon, assuming they have one of those 3 cards already in their hand. And I think that would be close to a GG from me, which sucks. You can take 2 on the Suicune on the bench, potentially. There's Bucket Evo Incense. They play double Shady. Oh, they can just do it with Ping now. Yeah, they can just do it with Ping. So yeah, they just need Belt now, or Leon. Yeah, I was forgetting about Ping Man. There's Ping Man. Taking us down to 270. And then I'm assuming there's Belt or Leon in hand. It's a level ball for Sobble. Oh, I live. Admittedly, I die to a Ping next turn, but by then I'm on 3 prize cards and I can... Oh. So I basically just need to get rid of as many cards as I can. Boss. Because I need to find Boss. I have Energy, I have Urn. Yeah, I can just 1 blow here. I want to keep the Ball Search because I want to be able to find Crobat should we get Marnied. Admittedly, the Ball Search will go to the bottom as well. So, kind of doesn't work too much. There's a single track Energy as well, which is good for if we get Marnied. There's our second Boss. So he pings. We promote this Houndour. Actually, we always promote this one because if that means they can't just leave this one active and Marnie us out of Switch. Level for Sob, not Drizz. Okay, have the Drizz in hand. I don't know what their best turn is here. Is it Boss Crobat? Oh, Cross Switcher. Okay, Cross Switcher Crobat probably. Or maybe the Doom. Have I got 2 Dooms dead? No, I've only got 1 Doom dead. They're going for the Crobat anyway. If I had 2 Dooms dead, then I guess Houndoom would have been pretty scary. But no, we can always attack with Morpeko. comes another quick shooter. Alrighty, I think we're there. We can roll. We can roll. We can attach. We can impact blow for the KO. Nice. Okay, that's a win. Let's grab another one. So yeah, that was an interesting one. I felt like we were on the tightrope a bit there. Don't know whether they maybe miscounted that damage or whether they were all setting it up for the ping play. But obviously, because we took the first two prizes, we were in a good position. Urshifu just having that tankiness to it is really good. Obviously, it was pretty unfortunate that we weren't able to, that we had to two-shot through the first Suicune. But yeah, I think it was correct to do that rather than just taking the 3-2 prizes there, because then we would have really been on a pretty dead hand to then have to try and one blow again. Lost the coin flip. We won't be going first this time. Starting capture is already annoying because you never really want to attach it to a Houndour, but sometimes you have to. It's like fine. You get free bite out of it. Ooh, we're up against Sableye. Sableye's a bit of a weird one because obviously you damage yourself with the Houndoom abilities. If this is Weezing, it's pretty rough for us because they can just completely lock up our abilities. It looks like it is Weezing. Which honestly, there's a lightning energy in here. Ah, lightning for the Vikavolt. Honestly, I want to laser focus here if I can. So I'm actually going to start by getting rid of an Urn because I want to try and find not those cards. Essentially, I wanted to make a big Urshifu and just start beat downing with it. Can't really do that if they Marnie us, if they coughing us. Which kind of sucks. We've got an energy prized. Do I mind going into this Urshifu? It's probably going to get poked. I think I'd rather the Houndour. I think I just want a Marnie. I'd rather them take the Houndour prize and switch into this when I'm ready. Ultra Ball here means we can Crobat, or we can just save it for Houndoom. But I don't want to save it for Houndoom because we can get punished by that in multiple ways, by ability lock and item lock. I'd rather hold the Marnie than the VMAX here in case we want a Marnie next turn. I'm going to Crobat instead of get a third Houndoom out here. I want an energy attachment next turn, I think. We got capture, so that's good. Do I ever put Umbreon down? I don't think it's bad. There could be an opportunity where I need to mean look, try and trap something active, especially if it's a 2-prizer because they can't pick those up. I think I'm dropping the choice band here. Sorry, the choice belt here. Do I ever want a quick ball to get another Houndour out? No, because we can capture energy for that next turn. Do I want to have a quick ball for any other reason? Probably can't use it next turn. So let's yeah, we will get another Houndour out. Next turn we can capture should anything get KO'd, or just capture energy. Capture anyway because capture's good. And let's see what they want to do. I feel like this could be a matchup we very easily lose. It's kind of a weird one that seems not that bad, but I think it could be one that we end up just not being able to do much against. We're losing our items from next turn, so we're going to have to slow attach to this Urshifu. That's not true, but we still might want to slow attach to the Urshifu so that the Sableye can't come in and punish us. Okay, it's all being wrapped together in an Arceus package. That makes a bit more sense. So because we didn't get ability locked, we actually can gust this, should be fine. The other one, we actually found none of our evolution Pokemon though. So no matter what 2 cards we draw from Tower here, we can't attack. Therefore, should we draw 2 more cards from Tower? I like the idea of keeping a lot of these cards around, to be honest. I really wanted to boss next turn though, so I think I will get rid of Morpeko here. So this is a weird one. We can Houndoom this turn, because next turn basically I want to boss KO Sableye. Because Sableye is going to be the only thing that can KO. Yeah, I think this is fine. Basically, Sableye will be the only thing that can KO with a few pings here and there of VMAX. And once we VMAX, we should be able to at least take 4 prizes. So I think I do want to do this turn. Let him take the 1 prize on Houndour. Next turn, I can attach Single Strike Energy for turn. Okay, he's got the cape. That's pretty annoying. So he goes up to 220. He's going for the gust here. Yeah, that's pretty smart. I think we can punish this. Can we punish this? We're putting our Urshifu back into range for the Sableye. We definitely have to do this. If we're putting our Urshifu back into range for the Sableye, we still basically lose to a well, not lose, but we still basically get really punished by our Raihan. $220. Okay. So yeah, we're really leaning hard into Raihan here. But we get KO'd by Raihan either way, right? We missed the Houndoom again. Missed Houndoom, 2 Evo Incense. We missed a lot of outs again there, which really sucks. We had 1 Houndoom, 2 Evo Incense, 2 Ultra Balls. So we just have to laser focus. Also missed a Gusting anyway, which kind of hurts. We at least have the VMAX next turn, but realistically the V-Star power can probably get them a KO here in a lot of instances, and then we're really on the back foot, which sucks. And attachment's probably just going to be Paralyzing Bolting. Again, which sucks because basically I just want to, I think, KO the Arceus V-Star next turn. Can't even do that right now though. Still need another Houndoom. And then we still lose to the back of a Sableye. Oh, we hit the boss. Okay. Because we hit the boss. Is there a difference between 3 prizes and 2? I think there is. Which means we can just boss this. I don't think we want to evolve here because Sableye or Vikavolt can just come in and KO for 3 prizes, and then they could be playing any manner of like ping damage or whatever to just KO this Houndour. So I think I'm better off leaving 2 prizes around. 160, 180, 200, 220. Probably gonna have to try and Gust KO the Sableye next turn and kill it with Umbreon VMAX. It'll be VMAX. So I should draw these. Which we basically can't do if we get paralyzing bolted next turn. But if we get paralyzing bolted next turn, we're not getting KO'd, which is good. So I think this is still winnable, albeit feeling pretty sketchy right now. This guy's got plays for days, so I won't feel too bad if I lose to the plays for days. There's the boss, bossing Houndoom. Okay. Bossing Houndoom, where does that leave me? Almost certainly without enough energy to win this game, which is frustrating. So we need a good tower here. It's not a good tower. We need to draw our energy card. I really can't research because I think I need these urns. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe this was wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have just dug for the 1 energy here. Maybe I should have just attached this here. Accepted that I'm probably losing this Houndoom. I guess we get another pop at it here. Hoping they don't play any amount of ping damage. Going for the severe poison KO. Fairly severe. We at least get to use our urns, which is great. I'm basically going to be digging for my one boss here most of the time. Oh, I should have, yeah. Should have Evo Incense first to get the VMAX out. Hit the boss, which means we can KO this. Still kind of lose to a Weezing. So I actually think I actually think we want to KO the Sableye here. I think Sableye is more of a threat. So we need to boss first. Wait, how have I only got one energy? Oh, we've only yeah. That was a. It wasn't wrong, but it wasn't strictly right. So I guess we do have to KO this, because we can't KO this turn. So we do have to KO this. But then he can just attach to Sableye. So the other play is roaring to this one and KOing the Sableye. Weezing still not doing enough damage. Us retreating doesn't really help. Oh, but we can just evolve. Wait, no, we can't evolve. Because he can just attach there then. I think we do this. I feel like I've made this game harder on myself than I should have. Hopefully we get an energy here. Two Houndooms. Wanted the single strike energy in the prizes ideally. Because now we can't power up this Umbreon, right? Because we can't boss. I guess we can just Air Balloon retreat. Yeah, we can just Air Balloon retreat into whatever. And then just come in again next turn. And then when he eventually takes these two prizes, we can just KO with Umbreon. Or we can KO with this. Yeah, so we just retreat. Oh, should I have retreated with the two? No. I might have been meant to pay retreat there. Because now if he Gust KOs this... Yeah, it might have been better to pay retreat there. That might have been a mistake. I might lose to boss now. No, but I don't lose to boss because I can, if he does that, I can boss this up. Yeah, I think this is fine. We can go back into this one. I don't want to attach his energy yet, right? Because he could just then boss Crobat and I lose. Can actually just boss Umbreon theoretically and I lose. But I'm taking a prize here, so no. Let's just Impact Blow and see what happens. Oh, Single Strike Energy lost prize. So if he KOs this, we can earn attach. If he doesn't KO this, we can attack. So I only lose to him bossing this, which is why we held the energy. There's a fan. Right, we got there. Wait, no, because he could KO with... No, this is... Wait, is this fine? I can't tell whether this is fine. No, it's not fine, because we have Urn. Ah! So I need to boss and hope he doesn't have energy? Wait, I did lose. I did lose. Oh, if we'd got the Single Strike Energy off the top, we could have... Pretty sure... Yeah. So we have to do this. Oh no, but then we can't VMAX. I was thinking I had to... This has been a game. This has been a real game, this has. I needed to bench this. Holy, this has been a really weird game. I've just got to hope he doesn't have energy. I think I probably could have played this game very differently. On reflection. This feels pants. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong here? If he has energy boss, I lose. If he doesn't, I win. If he has energy, I lose, realistically, because I can't put my deck up. Oh, yeah, switch. Okay. What did I do wrong there? That board state was definitely winnable from me. I just didn't see it quick enough. What I had to do was bench the Umbreon. I know what I had to do. I had to bench the Umbreon, attach, and... Oh no, but he had switch. Huh, what a weird game. I'm going to go back and watch that game. I'm sure that was winnable on my part, and I think I screwed something up there. That was a really weird game. Interesting. Either way, this is the list. Yeah, obviously you saw it brick a little bit there, but we were also dealing with item lock and ability lock here and there, which was a bit awkward. Weezing is naturally a really big counter for the deck, because you rely so much on Houndooms, it's really quite awkward. So then trying to play around item lock as well is kind of weird. But yeah, that was an interesting matchup. Still feels pretty solid. Like, I've never been the biggest fan of Single Strike, but I think it's a very keep other people honest deck. So yeah, I definitely recommend it if that's kind of the game plan you like to play with. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. I've been Jack from Omnipoke, and I look forward to seeing you guys in another video soon. Cheers, everyone.